Mothman, urban legend or unidentified creature? The animals and plants we know may only represent a small portion of Earth's biodiversity. There could still be many mysterious creatures living in unexplored places, and Mothman is believed to be one of them. The origins of Mothman may trace back to ancient times in various myths and legends, such as the Harpies in Greek mythology, Garuda in Indian mythology, and Horus in Egyptian mythology. These figures are considered precursors of the Mothman. These beings are often depicted as half-human, half-bird or half-human, half-beast, possessing immense power and mysterious abilities. In different cultures, they carry symbolic meanings, some being revered as gods or protectors, while others are feared as demons or monsters. In modern society, Mothman is considered more of an unidentified life form. The first recorded sighting occurred in a small town in West Virginia, USA, in 1966. 5 cemetery workers witnessed a humanoid, brown-colored figure emerging from a nearby tree and flying overhead. They were confused and terrified, as what flew past them was not a bird but a human-like creature with wings, glowing red eyes, and sharp teeth. This event sparked interest in the Mothman legend. The first sightings. A few days later, a young couple explored an abandoned factory in a neighboring town. While looking around, they were startled to see a pair of large glowing eyes in the darkness, belonging to a creature resembling a human but much taller, with massive wings. When the creature turned its head toward them, an overwhelming sense of dread overcame the couple, who fled in panic. In another incident, a married couple encountered the flying creature while traveling to visit friends. It moved between trees with bat-like wings and large red eyes on a headless torso. Terrified, they sped away and later reported their experience to the local authorities, though they received no explanation or follow-up. Over the following months, more than 50 sightings of Mothman were reported around Chicago. One of the most notable occurred on the night of January 7, 1970, when a man named Henry McNeil witnessed a moth-like creature while on his way home. He described it as having pure white fur, fiery red eyes, standing around 1.8 meters tall, and a wingspan of about 3 meters. He later recalled, "I had never seen anything so terrifying. It wasn't human or bird, it was simply an evil presence." These sightings attracted widespread media attention, prompting journalists and researchers to investigate. The creature was named Mothman, due to its moth-like appearance. As the investigation unfolded, it became evident that sightings of Mothman were not limited to the Chicago area but had been reported across the United States, and even globally. With media coverage, stories about Mothman spread rapidly, making its image more familiar to the public. Descriptions of Mothman often depicted it as a humanoid with wings and human-like feet, usually gray or brown in color, with its most distinct feature being its terrifying red eyes. The Silver Bridge Incident. On December 5, 1967, a tragic event brought even more attention to the Mothman legend. That evening, the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant experienced heavy traffic. Suddenly, one of its steel beams warped and snapped, causing the entire bridge to collapse. Vehicles plunged into the Ohio River below, resulting in 46 deaths and 2 missing persons. Some witnesses claimed to have seen Mothman around the time of the collapse. Others reported a bright flash of light in the sky before the bridge fell. These testimonies heightened public interest and speculation about Mothman, turning the small town into a media and public hotspot once again. A peculiar pattern was noticed. Since 1966, many who claimed to have seen Mothman reportedly either committed suicide or developed severe mental illnesses, with most of them dying within 6 months. Over 100 such cases were recorded, fueling rumors and fascination with Mothman. John Keel and the Prophecy of Mothman. In 1975, journalist John Keel systematically compiled existing theories about Mothman in his book The Mothman Prophecies. The book detailed numerous witness accounts and investigation reports, linking the Silver Bridge collapse to Mothman and concluding that the creature played a role in the disaster. However, investigations by the U.S. National Security Council determined that the collapse was caused by structural failure due to metal fatigue and a dislodged bolt. The accident was attributed to poor bridge maintenance and construction quality. Meanwhile, folklorist Bruven conducted surveys and interviews with 100 witnesses, finding that most descriptions of Mothman stemmed from myths or media portrayals. He noted that witnesses' accounts lacked concrete details and often cited environmental factors as reasons for their inability to describe what they saw accurately. Further analysis of public and witness reports revealed many cases of misidentification or false sightings. For example, some construction workers claimed to have seen Mothman, but it was later revealed to be a prank involving flashlights attached to helium balloons. In another case, a low-flying plane was mistaken for a grayish-white flying figure. Despite numerous reports, none provided sufficient evidence to conclusively prove the existence of Mothman, leaving it an urban legend. A mystery yet to be solved. No one knows how many undiscovered creatures exist on Earth. Whether Mothman is merely an urban legend or an unidentified life form remains a question for future discoveries to answer.